What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're down in our main shop, and this morning before we got here, Rodrigo swapped these trucks around. He pulled them all outside, brought the freightliner back in here. This is leaving this afternoon. My father is going to put his car on it and drive this back up to Dutchess with him later. So we just got to go through and clean the windows and make sure everything is working now that it's all put back together. It was fully ripped apart, so we got to just go through this and make sure there's no issues with it. Rodrigo also pulled this salt spreader off of this truck, which we are about to start working on. We have these tranny cooler lines here, and we have to take this plow off real quick because if we try to open the hood, it hits on the headlights there, and you don't really have too much space to work here. So we're gonna pull the plow off real quick. That way we can get the hood all the way up and then start pulling those lines off.
Let's go.
All right, guys, so we are all done with these transmission cooler lines. You have the upper one here, the lower one is right down there at the tip of my finger. They pretty much follow each other down here and then wrap around under here, and you can see they're both right there. But we're just topped off the fluid, and now we are about to throw this plow back on. We need to throw this on, move it out of the way, and then we got to move all this stuff and get to our plow blades. We got to try and see if we have a plow blade for this plow. That way we can change this and this truck can get out of here and head upstate. All right, guys, so we didn't have a plow blade for this Fisher setup. All these Fisher plows come with a different bolt pattern than normal. So instead of dealing with this every time, we took one of our plows here that just have standard highway punch on it, and we are re-drilling. You can see right here a couple spots. We are re-drilling where they don't line up, so we can start using these plow blades on the Fisher plows. It'll make it so much easier. We don't have to worry about getting blades from a different place just for the Fishers. And we stock these, as you guys probably saw over there. We were digging through them, so we have them in stock all the time. We're actually going to do this on all of our Fisher plows that we have. So this one will get done, and then we'll move on to a couple other ones. I have to pull this freightliner out and load my father's car on it, strap it down. He is going to bring this up to our Dutchess yard with him, get this out of here, and he'll unload his car when he gets there. Outside here, Kevin is working on this liquid tank here. We have a manual. We watched a couple videos. We had an issue with this valve here not opening, but he got it to open, and now we're moving on to these valves. Any luck with this?
Nope.
No, nothing.
It's just clicking.
Yeah. So we think these valves might be seized up from having this brine in them for so long. So we got to work on this. Hopefully we can get these to open, but without them opening, you're not getting any liquid flowing down here. So everything else seems to be working now. It's just a matter of getting through all these.
Ya saliste de la cámara, güey.
We have these ones that I'm going to use right through the rim here, which make it very nice actually. That way you don't scuff up your rim. You can strap it. I don't know what I did with the strap. I got to find my straps, but do one on each side, strap it down, and be good to go.
Vai, Chocolito!
I don't like that. I might do two straps here. I don't like this.
Toss me one over here.
Kev, I might do two straps. Here. Let me tighten it and see how it grabs with it. That should be alright.
Yeah.
Yeah, alright, you can use that.
Definitely.
Alright guys, so my father's car is all strapped down, ready to go. Kevin just taught me a nice little way to secure your slack that I didn't know of. I usually just run it back and forth through the hooks and tie it off. But either way, he is good to go. He has to be careful unloading this. He has to go nice and slow. The back bumper is alright, but the front bumper on this is probably like an inch or two. And I'm sure if you come off of this with a little bit of speed and the suspension compresses, you might rub right on here, and this is not going to be forgiving at all. So hopefully that doesn't happen. But either way, he's good to go. Car is safe and sound. The truck's just warming up for him. Let's run in here and see what Kevin did. All right, so Kevin pulled one of these valves apart and we tested it with a battery and it sounds like it's spinning. So we don't think there's an issue with these valves. We didn't pull these two apart. So we're gonna wait on this, but let me run outside real quick because we kind of did the same thing out here. Look at Kevin on his phone instead of working.
I'm waiting. We're leaving.
So we came out here and we did the same thing. You'll see the sidewalk is soaking wet because we got these to spray and they were really spraying. But we basically overrode the main valve here, which blocks the flow to the other three valves. We overrode that with the power from the battery, and then we spun this right here with a wrench, which goes down to here, and it sprayed like crazy. So we know that it all does work, and based off the valve spinning inside and making noise, we think that there might be an issue with the wiring harness somewhere between here, well, from these ends of the plugs to the cab somewhere. So we're gonna have to pull this truck inside maybe tomorrow. I'm not sure if we're gonna get to it tomorrow, but we have to pull it inside and rip it apart and see if there is an issue. If there's no issue with the wiring harness, then we're gonna go ahead and order 3 of the valves. We'll probably start with one. I think they're a couple $100 each, so we don't want to buy all 3 if that's really not the issue. So wiring harness first, check that. If not, we'll purchase 1 valve and try it and go from there. But that's gonna wrap it up for this one. If you guys have any questions or comments, definitely leave them down below. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Hope you guys enjoyed it. See you guys next time. Peace.